Hi, this is Christelle Martinette again with another Runes and Tarot reading for the 10th of November. It's a Tuesday, and I have here, I always say interesting, and you might be sick of saying hearing me say interesting, but the way things come out, the way the runes come out is such an interesting story. This is Keenats again, and we've seen this. These are runes, these are amethyst runes, and I'm hoping maybe it wasn't a good choice because you can't see that. But Keenats, we've seen that probably the first of these 4 or 5 days that I have been doing this. And what this tells us, what this rune tells us, perhaps I could do it this way. Okay. Keenats is giving us the ability to manifest intellectual things. It makes you think theoretically, but then it makes you translate that into practicality. It gives us a sort of mental clarity, dexterity. It's warmth, it's also welcoming, and it's very interesting that it's the first rune because it's telling me, welcome to this reading. It's entering, you come in, you're welcomed, and it's giving us hospitality. Okay, it's I did mention that this is a rune of shamanic journey, and but I think here it's the ideas that we're having in this spread. I have to say that this is your ideas are coming to fruition. Keep concentrating on those ideas because they'll be coming into fruition. It's also all right. It is a rune of clarity. It gives you clarity when you have mixed emotions. It gives you clarity when there's confusion. And it's welcoming us into, come in, keep thinking your thoughts because they are going to materialize. You're starting to get clarity. And it also speaks to friendships and relationships, more friendships than an intimate relationship. Our next one is Isa, and we've seen that 3 times, I believe. It is the ice rune. And since we are welcomed in with this warmth, Isa here is not talking about ice or cold, but regrouping, establishing a sort of perimeter. It's stillness. It's creating boundaries for interacting. It's centeredness. There are a couple of rooms of centeredness. Okay, so that is a running theme today. It makes things tangible, concrete, and it brings clarity. Again, clarity. This is another running theme. It's quiet contemplation. It's a very, very intensively dynamic rune of interaction. Then we have Sowilo, which again, it rivals Wunyo for my favorite rune, Sowilo, because it's success. It just talks of success. It's a cataclysm. I mentioned this as being lightning, a burst of spiritual awakening. And here I'm inclined to say that there's an impending surprise. Okay, there's an impending surprise. This is focused light. This is the sun. This is the warmth. It's the sun power. It is a rune of blessings, very active, and it reminds us of the joy that we can have with the gods and our ancestors. Okay, so it's reminding us here, keep focused, there is joy, and there is an impending surprise coming in. I have that, it's coming in. This rune is on Zeus. We've seen that again, other two times. This is finding your voice, speaking out. It opens doors, okay? This is a rune that opens any doors. It expands your consciousness, your awareness. It clears away debris. It clears away. It is a cleansing rune, clearing, and it clears the way for us to act. It reminds us that we are co-creators of our journeys, with the deities. We're co-creators with the gods. Very positive runes. This is the most positive casting that I have had in these past few days. Then we have this rune that's called Ing or Ingus. Ing or Ingus, maybe you could see that. Looks like two X's, one on top of another. This is our doorway. This is the completion. We're going towards completion, and then we have the invitation to go beyond. It's advanced. I mentioned this when I showed you this rune the other day. It's an advanced rune. It advances you in your spirituality. You're able to decide, and it's calling on you to decide what you want to take through that door. It's a rune of decision. And there's in this room also, there's sort of a meaning of sacrifice, sacrifice of the self so you can learn something. Definitely there's something you're keeping behind, but things that are moving forward as well. And its greatest message is the inevitability of change. So this is about, we're on the doorway of exchange, of change. And the last of the runes that was cast today is Manats, which came up, I believe it was yesterday. And Manats is a rune of burning my fingers. Manats is the runes of a relationship. They're two Wunyo runes facing each other. It's a journeying rune, and we're still on our journey. It also tells us that we need to be grounded in while we are walking, while we are facing each other. Remember Aiza's perimeters here. Remember Aiza's message of defining the perimeters, so you know then how to interact with the person in front of you. This rune is auguring, bringing in a shimmering rainbow. All right, this is this. I have the feeling that this has to do with the surprise. It gets around all of the other boundaries that have seemed up until now almost insurmountable. It talks of rapid change, and it talks for a need for change and a need for a rapid change. Be on the lookout. There is a surprise coming in. All right, let me take the Sacred Rose Tarot here and see what they have to add. See what they have to add. Let's see if we can get this here. Well, all right. I have succeeded in not burning myself, and that is not bad. No, for my one subscriber, I'm going to try again that rifle. I should get a shotgun to make this work. I'm getting good at it. See. Let's try again. Let's do a couple of those, and so I'll start rivaling my colleagues out there who know how to do this seamlessly. It's not that excessive. One more time, then I'll go back to the traditional. All right, now. Okay, let's take a look now. Let's take a look at the first rune, Kinats, this wonderful, wonderful ability to manifest intellectual endeavors. We've got our the Knight of Cups again. This was the last card, I believe, yesterday. the Knight of Cups, who is stately walking in, and this Knight of Cups may be bringing the surprise with the cup. Then Isa. Oh, we have another Knight of Pentacles. Wow, wow, wow. One more time. Wow. So this is, I see the horses, the horses going in. The Knight of Pentacles, stability. The Knight of Cups, stately stability coming in. All right, over Sigel, over Suila, see, Segal, and we have this Seven of Swords. This Seven of Swords, as if it's telling us there's so many choices that you can make, that you're, for one slight moment, about to think that you just can't make that choice. It's just a moment. Let's see. Anzus, the voice. Frank Sinatra. The Eight of Cups. All right, now, what these two cards, right in the middle of the conversation here, of the runes conversation, is that you're overwhelmed with the notion of change. Your fear is coming in, and there is fear. We have to guard against fear. You're very much protected with these runes, with Kinas, Isa, Sigel here. It doesn't get much better than that. And Ing. We've got the Emperor. All right, the Emperor is now. Well, you can remember. I'll just try to repeat, because when these are clarifying the runes, and sometimes we forget. This is the doorway. This is the doorway. The doorway rune, and the Emperor, where the Emperor sits on his throne, and it's a rune of completion. You're going to. I don't want to say you're going to a better place. I mean, this also smacks of possessions as well, material wealth, material goods, and it's it's sacrifice. You're making sacrifices, and the sacrifices are being spoken about here with these Seven of Swords and the Eight of Cups. Okay, this Seven of Swords, just for one moment, came into my mind. That is typically the rune. All of the card readers and cartomancers would say, oh my God, there's lies, deceit, and I'm not seeing it as that. I'm seeing it as choices, the fear of making choices. And the Emperor is sitting there very, very stately, and very, very grounded. And this talks of the inevitable nature of change, and the this middle conversation has a reason for being. We are made of flesh and blood, but know that you're going through a doorway that has material and spiritual wealth on the other side. One more card to see the interesting, the Death card over Manats, which is humanity as well, man, humanity, which is a relationship, though, for me, and it's a relationship with you and your inner self, your higher self. And this is a transition, complete transition, complete transition. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, hold on to your horses. Hold on to your horses. We're going in for a really interesting ride these next couple of days. I hope this has helped. And who is afraid of that new moon, ladies and gentlemen? Namaste, my friends. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'll be back soon. Bye-bye.